All right, are we okay? 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 All right, are we hopefully it doesn't actually loop like that on the stream proper. That would suck. Actually, let's do that on the phone here. Let's go here real quick. Let's go here real quick. Let's go here real quick. All right, we need to figure out that echo issue immediately. All right. This is just a test right now, getting things set up properly. This is just a test right now, getting things set up properly. Okay, yeah, no, I don't know why I'm echoing like that. Okay, yeah, no, I don't know why I'm echoing like that. All right, so let's try close this then. All right, so I think we should be good now. All right, so I think we should be good now. All right, so I think we should be good now. Okay, that echo is from my phone, so give me 1 second. All right, so now we're doing this test again. Testing while live, that's always a fun, smart idea. But I'm talking without any source of audio coming out, so then I can probably mute my mic afterwards and test that. Um, okay. All right, testing the audio real quick to see if the echo's still there, even if I mute the microphone and play it back on the stream on my phone. So let's test that out now. All right, I think we're good now. I'm just not allowed to listen to my own audio during the live stream, so hopefully it's going well. Send this out. And we'll copy the link here, post this somewhere else. We'll mute that. Go to Blue Sky super quick. Oh, come on, Blue Sky, hurry up and upload things. Excuse me. All right. No one ever tells you the perils at the beginning of a live stream where nothing's happening, because you have to make sure everything's working properly first. Wish I had at least one other person in stream to help bounce off this, so I can like make sure everything is running smoothly and properly. Say this though, phone definitely isn't running properly today. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Why it's being so slow right now? I mean, I can tell why it's so slow because the phone service we have in the area we live in is not great. Am I allowed to post this here? Ow. Don't think. Oh no. Ah, well, if I tried sharing it to a Reddit page anyways, I'd get banned from there or something. Or like banned, one time when I posted something to a Reddit page, the thumbnail didn't load properly or something on it, so people hated that a video I shared, and it was like, hey, I just thought it would be a funny little thing to do, but I don't know why Reddit did its stupid thing, and everybody hated me for it, so I have not been to that Reddit page since. But with that said, I think it's okay to start the stream properly now. All right. We're just gonna go for it, and hopefully people will join at some point. That would be nice. Yo, what's up, everyone? Gangsta Luigi 613 here, and I've been in a mood for Super Smash Bros. Not enough to play it, mind you, but I don't want to talk about it. And what better way to talk about it than by ranking every single Final Smash in the Super Smash Bros. Series? I just had this idea the other day and thought, hey, you know what? I have a decent internet now. I can try doing this. So let's try doing this, shall we? Shout out to Skeletrust for making the tier list here. Thank you very much. This is exactly what I was looking for. So for our tiers, we have Ultimate Hype. Nothing can beat Ultimate Hype. I miss Ultimate Hype, seriously. Watching, like, speculation on who the new character is going to be and watching people's reactions. Really good. I wish I was able to do more reactions than the ones I did. But hey, I still did one of the best Sora reactions, in my personal opinion. But Ultimate Hype is our top tier. Smash Run is... Excuse me. Smash Run is our... This is great. This is excellent. It isn't perfect, but it's up there. It's something people like to see. Third tier is Melee Adventure. It's unique, it's fun, it's good. It could be improved a little bit, but overall, it's still a great experience. N64 Special... Oh, I should put N64, actually. No, I think 64 Special makes sense. 64 Special. I'll be honest, I kind of like came up with the naming convention for the titles being related to the tiers before thinking about Smash 64. But 64 is unique in its own way. Ironically, doesn't have a... No, it doesn't have a side special, I think, right? I don't know. I haven't played 64 in forever. Smash Tour, good in concept, terrible in execution. I personally liked Smash Tour from the Wii U game, but I would much rather have preferred Smash Run making it to the console proper, because Smash Run is just so much more fun and better. And then our bottom tier is Brawl Tripping, because nobody likes Brawl Tripping. So, with the tiers out of the way, let's get into watching these Final Smashes. I had to think there for a second. Thank you to Nintendo DS Wii Player for uploading this video 18 years ago of all the Brawl Final Smashes. Look at this beautiful, high-quality imagery here. Let's lower the volume down on that real quick. Alright, starting off, let's go. Let's go, you should say. The Mario finale sure is a Final Smash, is it not? I didn't even think about it. I don't know if the audio of the video is coming in, because I'm wearing headphones. That is something. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I just listened to that back real quick. That is super loud despite being turned very low. Let's... Oh, because I'm still streaming through... Yeah, okay, I'm an idiot. I haven't done a live stream in a minute, if that isn't obvious. Hells, I haven't recorded a video in a while, if that isn't obvious either. Let's lower that down to 10, I think. Let's try that one more time. But yeah, like I was saying, the Mario finale. It sure is a Final Smash, is it not? Like, it looks really cool. When Final Smashes were like first introduced, it was like one of the first ones they showed off, and it's like, oh, this is cool. This is like Mario unleashed, you know? So that is just a really cool thing to see, but it's so not effective as a Final Smash. Like, it's very difficult to do anything with. But like I said, it still looks really cool and good, especially in Brawl. I like the way the Brawl one looks. So I think I could put that in. I think I could put that in. I'll put that in Melee Adventure for right now. That's our B tier, basically. B for Brawl. So we'll have to compare it to the other Mario finales, because Mario is one of the few characters to keep their Final Smash consistent throughout every game. I don't remember exactly who all keeps theirs and whatnot, but I do know about the ones that change a lot. So Mario Finale is going to be right here for right now. Luigi. Negative Zone is so weird. Like, what does any of this mean? He does a weird little dance, everything turns photo negative, and it causes like a bunch of status effects to happen to you all at once. It's so weird. And I remember one of the trophies in Smash 4. No, it wasn't in Smash 4. Did Negative Zone have a trophy in Smash 4 despite not being in the game? I don't remember. But I remember like the trophy description in Brawl at the very least was like an outer word representation of Luigi's negative emotions for being constantly casted in Mario's shadow or something, and it's like, what the fuck what are you talking about? That's awesome. But I think it's a pretty good Final Smash, to be honest. It's weird for Luigi, but like especially during the time of Brawl, where like Luigi's character was like, it was still influenced by Mario and whatnot, but it was definitely like a unique take, I think. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. But anyways, Luigi, Negative Zone, Brawl. I think that goes in Smash Run tier. I like it a lot. It's fun. I've seen some people, when they put Waluigi into Smash mods, they give Waluigi the Negative Zone, which makes a lot of sense, in my opinion. But for Luigi, especially in Brawl, I think it does work out a lot. All right, who's next? We got Princess Peach. Oh, that's a lot of Peaches. I forgot how many Brawl gave you. Peach is a very simple Final Smash. It's just like little dance, little musical number, and it puts you to sleep and summons a bunch of food. So it's like, do you want to deal damage or do you want to heal yourself? A good like make your choice style game, especially with Brawl, with how many freaking peaches they give you. And putting enemies to sleep is really good. The art feature, I don't know if Brawl had different artwork or not. I can't remember if it was like just these two pictures of Peach or if there was more to it. But the art is very pretty. I really like it a lot. That being said, I think Peach will go into 64 tier because it's nice, it's pretty, but I kind of wish there was a bit more to it than just what she does. But it's still good. I don't hate it. I think it gets better the further we get, but at the same time, it is also like I kind of wish it could be changed a bit more too. But overall, it's still a good Final Smash in my opinion. And remember when Daisy was a Peach ult? We'll get to. I forgot how the fragment sounded. We'll get to Daisy in a bit though. La 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 la. Bowser. Giga Bowser, so cool. Especially in Brawl. I love that his shell becomes a tank. That's like the coolest thing about Giga Bowser. That does not last long though. Wait a second. Hold on. 115. Wow, that lasts about 15 seconds. Are you kidding me? Granted, he doesn't. He like spends the last few seconds taunting. Yeah, he definitely spends the last few seconds taunting. So that's not active for too long, but it's still really cool, especially like with how Giga Bowser's used in Smash Brothers. It's like, oh wow, this boss character you find in Melee, suddenly you can play as him now. Playing as the boss is like one of the best things in any video game ever. So getting the chance to play as Giga Bowser, I gotta say it, that's ultimate. That's ultimate hype right there. Especially in Brawl with how cool he is and like how it gives you like stat or yeah, I think yeah. No, wait, do the status effects come until Smash 4 actually? Because I'm remembering his up smash being able to freeze you. Or not his up smash, his up B, I think. I don't know. Regardless, Giga Bowser in Brawl especially, high tier, very great. Oh boy, Donkey Kong. For the longest time, I didn't realize this was a rhythm-based Final Smash. Like, I had no idea it was... You were supposed to, like, press the buttons in time with DK hitting the bongos. And when you do, it, like, makes the sound waves better and deals more damage and knockback and whatnot compared to, like, the 1% misinputs when you don't do anything. So I think Brawl's Conga Beat, it's fun, it's unique, it fits Donkey Kong as a character, especially because like riding off the success of the game, riding off the coattails of the GameCube, which so prominently featured Donkey Kong's bongos. into the Wii era, which I think only had like Barrel Blast to really utilize bongos specifically. I think it works decently well. But still, like, with it also not. I think the biggest issue about his Final Smash is despite knowing, oh, I need to press the buttons to make the move stronger, the pattern of it is random-ish, I believe. Like, if we look back here in the video... Yeah, like that vertical one there, like what dictates that? I don't know if it's like time-based, because it certainly isn't button press-based. That just determines the strength of it. I don't think it doesn't determine the trajectory and angle of it or not. So I think like with how random the move is and its lack of coverage for a lot of direction, like it's a good Final Smash in the sense that it makes you invincible at least, but I think I'm going to put that in Smash Tour for right now. When we get to Smash 4 and that version of Conga Beat, we'll see how things play out. Because I don't remember a lot of Smash 4 or Final Smashes, surprisingly. Like, I get some prominent ones, but then others are like, wait, what did they have again? Diddy Kong. Oh, ooh, oh. Oh, I remember this one now. Oh, this looks... Why are you under the stage? Oh. Okay. Okay. No disrespect to Nintendo DS Wii player there. I think Diddy Kong's Final Smash was just that unreliable, though. It definitely looked like it was difficult to control. It fits Diddy Kong really well, because even though I've never played Donkey Kong 64, I do know that he had the peanut guns and the barrel jetpacks and whatnot. So, like, it works. It fits Diddy Kong really well. That being said, it is not a good Final Smash in Brawl. Where is Diddy Kong? Ah, here we go. Rocket Barrel Barrage. So we're going to put that in Brawl Tripping. I did not intend to have the first 6 entries take their own spot, but we'll take it anyways. Yoshi, so happy. Yoshi's transformation is so interesting. He gets the wings and fireballs, yum. And I think it also gets the stomp. It's all one big Super Mario World reference. Because if you have a different colored Yoshi and you eat a shell, you get... I can't remember if it's like based on the color of Yoshi or if it's based on the color of shell. I think it's based on the color of the Yoshi. And you have a shell, gives you different abilities. Purple Yoshi gives you the wings, red Yoshi gives you the fireballs, and yellow like does this stomping move. So it's really cool for Yoshi to have that, especially because I think in like one of the trophy descriptions it mentions like how Yoshi always dreams of being able to fly and whatnot. So it's like, oh, that's beautiful. He's able to fly now. Yay. But a problem with a lot of the Brawl Final Smashes is their uncontrollability. Because there's a lot of flying-based Final Smashes, and they're not good. Not a lot of them are good. But I think with Yoshi... where is he? That Smash 4 stuff. Where's Yoshi? Where's Yoshi? Mama Luigi. Stop calling me Mama. Where's Yoshi? Seriously. Am I blind? Okay, no. Wait, seriously, though. Oh, there it is. I was blind. Future me in the edit. Put a red circle and arrow there. Put Goku there, too. So I think we're going to put... Super Dragon in... Super Dragon in Smash Tour next to Donkey Kong. Because it's a good reference. It's a fun character thing, but it's also, like, very unwieldy. No, you know what? No. We're gonna... No, I'll be nice. We're bumping this up to N64 Special. I say that's better than Peach's Final Smash, because it fits Yoshi as a character better, I think. Oh, speaking of transformation Final Smashes, wow, man. It's so powerful. I love how if you use Wario Man's Spike, you practically just die immediately. Oh yeah, yes. Forward Smash in Brawl was the shoulder tackle. I forgot about that. Is it still the shoulder tackle in Ultimate? I don't remember. Wario Man's... Speaking of unwieldy transformations, Wario Man's an insane character, but, like, he's so much fun because he's so, like, absurdly fast and powerful. And I think he's, like, one of the more controllable ones. They even turned him into his own character in Project M, so, like... I just think that's really... I think Wario Man's really funny and really good, so I'm gonna put him up in Smash Frontier. A little bit of... I'm gonna put him above Luigi. Because it's just such a fun Final Smash, in my opinion. Who's next? Link. This was the coolest thing. This was so cool. Like, I don't remember if Mario's Final Smash was shown first or if Link's Final Smash was shown first. One of them was shown first, and it was awesome. Because it's just like, oh, you're trapped within the Triforce, and Link just slashes at you wildly with his sword. That's so cool. I love that Final Smash so much. And, like, the way... Like, it for some reason, it works best with Twilight Princess Link. Because it as a Final Smash gets shared with a lot of the Links later on, so those will be judged accordingly. But I think Brawl Link... I think Triforce Slash gets an ultimate hype for Brawl. That is... It's not the strongest, it's not, like, the best, it's just one of the coolest ones in the game. It's so awesome. Zelda. Wow. I like the slowdown of that, actually. That... In, like... At least in the show, too. That looks so much cooler in this game than the future games. Because in the future games, they, like, speed up the zoom in like that. That actually looks really cool and good. Does Zelda have her own little icon in here? No. Oh, yes, she does. It's the same. I don't know why this person separated it. But like, it's really good, and it shows you like just the power of it. And I like that it goes through multiple enemies, and that slow zoom in on the hits really bumps it up in my opinion. Because like in future Smash games, like I said, it's so much faster. So like just to take the time of like, you got hit, feel the power of this hit is really cool, and I like that a lot. So I'm gonna put this at the top of Smash Run, but if I bump them up to Ultimate Hype later, I wouldn't be surprised. Just to be fair to Zelda and Sheik, I'm not doing that for other characters. Guessing next time it'll be Ganondorf. Yeah. Oh right, it's just like normal Beast Ganon, not Ocarina of Time Beast Ganon. It's been a minute since I watched Brawl stuff, so Beast Ganon's it's fine. I'm pretty sure that's his form in Twilight Princess, because that's what Brawl is Twilight Princess Zelda's and stuff, except Toon Link. I like that the slam down... Actually, did the slam down stun in this one? Okay, yeah, it stunned everyone. Oh, wait, it stunned everyone on the ground. Oh, wait a minute. Because I think in, like, Smash 4, it only stuns, like, immediately in front of you. I think. But it's a decent one. I can't hate on it too much, but at the same time, it's like it could be done better, and I think it does get done better later. I don't remember if it spiked in Brawl like I know it does in Ultimate or Smash 4 for that matter. But I think putting it there works for right now. I think that's a decent place to put it. Toon Link. Now, I know that Toon Link was a very late in development character, so they didn't have enough time or resources to like make him truly unique. I do like that they made the Triforce for him a little bit more like brighter, a little bit more cartoony-ish. But at the same time, I don't think the Triforce Slash works as well for him as it does Twilight Princess Link. So, technically in the first instance of a repeated Final Smash, because Light Arrow is shared amongst Zelda and Sheik, who were the same character in Brawl, I'm going to put this down here because I think Toon Link should be unique enough where he should have something different. I don't know personally what it would be. Probably something with the Wind Waker would be my guess. Maybe like summoning a tornado and slamming with a boat, maybe. That would be funny. But I think so far, I'm not a fan of the Links having the same Final Smash. I wish Tetra was playable. That would be cool. Samus. Wow, I forgot how slow the Rage was. And then, of course, oh my god, Metroid's a girl? Samus's final smash in this game is very interesting because of the you use it and you turn into Zero Suit Samus, which is awesome. That's so cool. It's like you used up all the power that you can, and now you're a completely different character. That's really cool in my opinion. That was a very slow laser though. Like that was a slow laser. But it's still really cool, and it's like the first big beam final smash we've ever had. So I think I'm gonna put this in. I mean, Mario Finale is kind of big beam-ish, but I'm gonna put that in mid tier because it's really cool. Like I said before, it's really cool how using it turns you into a completely different character, and it also like disassembles the power suit into throwable items, which is like awesome. I don't think any other character has ever had a thing where it's like, oh, let me do this and now I can like throw my accessories at you. That's just really cool in my opinion. I like it quite a lot. And then of course with Zero Suit Samus, her final smash is turning into a different character. It's cool. It makes sense to have that be her final smash. It's like, oh, you want to play Samus, not Zero Suit, but now you can be both. That's not a sentence. I don't remember how Samus and Zero Suit ranked in Brawl. Like, I don't remember the tiers. I think Samus was technically a worse character, maybe? I don't remember. Brawl tourneys are something I don't know a lot about. But I think she was considered worse technically. So the idea of your ultimate attack is turning into a worse character is really funny to me. But I don't remember if Brawl Samus was bad or not. That said, it's kind of whatever. It's like it's cool that you do it, and I like the pull-in effect on it to deal damage and whatnot. But at the same time, it could be. See, I don't know how you make that have more pizzazz, if that makes sense. But it's not terrible. Oh, we want terrible though. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at it. Oh, that was... Pity Pat. Oh my gosh. We're just gonna put that right there. Seeing Palutena in the background is awesome. That is the best part of the final smash, because what the hell are those little soldier angels that do nothing? I think they can get hit by the enemy. I'm pretty sure they can like be defeated before they like fly in and try to tackle the opponents. That is the worst final smash probably in the entire series. I don't know just yet. I haven't looked through every single one, but that is... Ooh, that is rough. That's a rough final smash. What was Sakurai thinking? You know, I know what Sakurai was thinking. Man, I want to give these characters justice. I'm gonna make a 3DS. I'm gonna make a game about them, and it's gonna be so cool. And then it's never gonna be brought up ever again. Please put Uprising on the Switch too. Ice Climbers. All right, it's staggered rounds, but it deals consistent damage and freezes the stakes for a long time. Wow. No, that's actually a pretty good one. Like, what else could you do for the Ice Climbers? Legitimately, they only have one game. What are they gonna do? But no, that's actually a really good Final Smash and very effective too. And I think you were somewhat able to wobble in Brawl, so Ice Climbers definitely were viable characters if they used Final Smashes in tournaments. But oh no, that was actually pretty good. Because that, like I said, that lasts a long time, and it's very like it's such an obstacle. And I think like on certain stages, I don't remember exactly how it worked on certain stages, but like that's a good way to like block somebody, I think, in their recovery attempts. Yeah, no, that's surprisingly good for them. Rob. I forgot how weird Rob's Final Smash is in Brawl. Because, like, you just get a constant attack, except it's also not really that constant. I don't remember if you're invincible or not during it. I think you are. Because another problem with Pit's Final Smash is, like, once he summons the thing, he's vulnerable. So, like, it's not good. And I don't remember if Rob is invincible or not, or if he's just, like, really hard to hit because of the constant spiral laser diffusion beam, as it's called. But I don't know, that's a weird one. And it's, like, kind of not good, in my opinion. So I'm going to put that there. But you could make an argument for it, I think, but at the same time, it's not good. Turbo. This is a classic. This is a great Final Smash. God gives you so many items with nothing else with it. I said Toro. I mean, I just gotta. That's easy S tier. That's easily a good Final Smash, because it like sucks in enemies from like such a large distance. It sucks in items from a large distance. It's a reference to one of Kirby's kill screen moves, which is awesome. It was either that or it was gonna be Crash or Mike. So I kind of like Cook Kirby a lot, especially because he puts on a little chef hat and bangs the pots and pans. Kirby's adorable. But no, that's like, it's just such a good Final Smash. It's like one of the best ones in the game. I can't deny it. You know what? Convince myself. It's probably better than Giga Bowser, but it's better than Giga Bowser. The Sakurai bias has hit me too. I can't believe it. But that's just a really good one, in my opinion. It's so adorable and very effective. I like it quite a lot. Bye. I remember getting into an argument in high school with Meta Knight. Or about Meta Knight, not with. Where I was like, if you hit one person, like I was talking to a friend and they were like, that doesn't hit everybody. And I was like, no, but if you hit one person, it hits everybody. I don't remember if it was like that in Brawl. It looked like it was, because the third Meta Knight definitely wasn't in the cape. But I think in Smash 4 they added like a little effect to it where like you hit the first person and then like you'll hit the other people with weaker attacks, but the people under the cape get hit with a bigger one. I personally like Galaxia Darkness a lot. There is some bias to that. But you do have to be like super close. But it's so cool how he just like flings the cape over you. Know my power, and then just kills you with it. It's just really cool, in my opinion. Time for the big gay dance. Now see, this is better than Hit's Final Smash. For a couple reasons. It's not better by a whole lot. I'll say that immediately. But it is better because the enemies are more constant in their spawn rate than whatever the hell Pit does. But it's better because A, DDD is invincible during the entire time, B, the enemies spawn more frequently than the Palutena's army does. And overall, it's just better than... It's like the similar idea to Pit's Final Smash, but executed in a better and more fun way. Apologies. There we go. So yeah, I like DDD's Final Smash a lot. Where is it? Where is the big gay dance? Waddle Dee Army. There we go. So I'm gonna put that in... I'll put that in Melee Adventure. It's fun. It's a fun enough one to justify putting it there. Oh, here we go. Man, I gotta say it, Brawl's slower pace definitely helps out a lot with these Final Smashes. Because, like, you really feel the damage you're taking with Olimar's Final Smash there, in Brawl especially. That's just really good. Like, it buries you in the ground. You get attacked by the Pikmin enemies. I think it's just the Dwarf Bulborb. I think it's just Bulborbs. But, like, the camera pans up, the rocket flies up, the stars appear to make it a night sky while you're getting devoured. Then the rocket just crash lands on you to kill you. That's such a good Final Smash. I like that one a lot. That's easy S tier. And, like, it's a perfect encapsulation of Pikmin as a series, or game, I should say. Because it's like, look what happens if you don't leave the planet at night. This happens to you. My one gripe with it is that the Pikmin don't follow you. I'm not saying they need to spawn onions to go into or anything, but it is weird having the Pikmin be there and not follow and not die. You know what I mean? That goes against the game entirely. Landmaster! Landmaster's fun, it's fine. There's 3 of them, though. Barrel roll. I always liked getting under people and like, flying up with it to kill people like that. That was always the funniest part to me. No, let's just get through the Landmasters real quick. Actually, we'll go back to the tier. We'll go back to the tier list after that. Because it sure is the same final smash for Fox and Falcon. That's still the funniest. Just doing that. I love the vector disappearance thing like that. We're gonna have bugs. Wolf's is cooler because it's red, spikier. Oh, it's got purple jets too. Wait, that actually is kind of cool. It does. Whoa. Why is it not lasting this long? What the? That was weird, right? Wait, hold on a second. .604, so that's roughly 17 seconds, I think. Here I come. Personally, I prefer your mom. Sorry. Recording Brawl Taunts a lot. 611. So Fox lasted around 17 seconds. The start of 611 in this video. That's around 16 seconds for Falco, so roughly the same there.
We're going to
Have fun with this one. Okay, 634, 5. Keep it further down, 634 on that. Yeah, no, Wolf's last like 3-4 seconds less than Fox and Falco's. What the heck? That's crazy. Yeah, so I'll put Fox's Landmaster here, but I'm gonna put Falco. Where's Falco? There's Falco. Put Falco's here, and then I'm gonna put Wolf right below it, because I was gonna give Wolf the edge because his Landmaster tank looks cooler despite it just being like red instead. But the fact it lasts less than Fox and Falco's is like insane to me. Oh, woo. Oh, hell yeah, Captain Falcon. The first cinematic Final Smash, in my opinion. So yeah, let's just put that up here in S tier. He hits you with a car, sends you to a racetrack, and then runs you over again. What more could you want from it? I wish we got a new F-Zero game. I really do. Nintendo, I've said it before, I'll say it again. You want to innovate on F-Zero? Give us a Batman Arkham-style bounty hunting game with Captain Falcon, but there's also racing involved. That's how you make a new F-Zero in the modern day. Do that. Pikachu. Man, Voltac weird in this one. Man, Voltac was bad in this one. It's so... Like I was saying earlier with Yoshi and Diddy Kong, Pikachu's Final Smash is so unwieldy and unreliable. I don't think those surges of power that Voltackle did there, I don't think those were player controlled. I think those are random. I don't remember fully though. But yeah, no, that one's very uncontrollable and difficult to utilize in my opinion. So I'm gonna put that one in Brawl Tripping. I don't want to, but it's not great. And I think it can't be anywhere else, unfortunately. Triple Finish. This one's a good one. I love the box. The text box appearing at the bottom of the screen is so cool and fun. I love it a lot. I love that it's super effective. It's really cool. Right, okay, so you get the Charizard's Fire Blast. We can't see with the quality of this video, I apologize. But, yeah, I think that's... I think Fire Blast is the name of that move. Don't quote me on that one. But you get Hyper Beam from Ivysaur, Fire Blast from Charizard, and... I don't know what Squirtle's doing, to be honest. It's just like spraying water. But that's a fun one. It works. It works. It works for what it is. I like it a lot. I'll put that in... I'll put that right there. That makes sense to me. Three characters in a part is so crazy. Plus Flower 4. That is a very fast and good one right there. Definitely better one-on-one. Like, you can hit multiple people with it, and I think it goes across the entire vertical stage. I don't remember what the tallest stage is in Brawl, so... I like that one. I like that one a lot. It's fun. It's decent. I'll put it below Waddle Dee Army. I believe Jigglypuff's next. Jigglypuff. Did you know if you do this Final Smash on the Bridge of Eldin stage, it causes a weird glitch where Jigglypuff turns big? I'll say it's not as ineffective as I remembered it being, but it's also still just like you turn big. It's it's hard to recover against, and I was about to say I don't know what else you could do with Jigglypuff, but then I just thought about it. It's like, no, you make Jigglypuff sing and put people to sleep. That's its up B move, but that's also what Peach does. So like. I'll be generous because of just how big you get in Brawl and like how much of an obstruction you become. But that's it. That's as nice as I'll be to Jigglypuff right now. Short, sweet, to the point, very effective. I like the health bar showing up as it would in Fire Emblem. That's a decent one. Very fast too, so I'll put it there. It's fine. Put put it... I'll put it... There we go, I'll put it there. This was like the coolest Final Smash to me. I love a good Final Smash where it's just wailing on the opponent mercilessly. I like that a lot. So I'll put Great Ether... I'll put that right there. That makes sense to me. Ike was so cool in Brawl. I liked him a lot. You get hit once. Wow, that did not last at all for Ness. Was the difference present in Brawl? Hold on. So I do have two different things to talk about here. Ness's PK Starstorm is fun. But it also kind of isn't great. Because as you saw from the video just there, those... Granted, when the Nesses did get hit, they died because they were at 80%, but, like, getting hit by it is the hard part. So, for Ness... I'll put Ness here, but I'm gonna put Lucas. I'll put Lucas up here because Ness's Final Smash goes like in an outward direction from the center, whereas Lucas's goes in a more inward direction towards the center. So Lucas's is more consistent to hit with compared to Ness's, but they're still good in their own right. We are almost done with Brawl, folks. Just a couple, there's a few more. Mr. Game & Watch. God, what a weird Final Smash. What a weird Final Smash. I'm not entirely sure what all else you could do with Mr. Game & Watch for a Final Smash, but that's such a weird one. I do love the screen, like, losing some saturation. I love it when a character's Final Smash, like, overtakes the world in some way and alters reality, if that makes sense. So, like, seeing Mr. Game & Watch, like, turn into this giant octopus while, like, the entire world turns a bit grayer. Not necessarily grayer, but also not sepia tone, but I can't think of the proper color configuration that would follow an LCD, an electronic screen like a Game & Watch does, so... Calculator. So it's not... It's a weird one, but it's a cool weird one. That said, it'll go... I was thinking about putting it in 64 Special. I don't think I could justify that one, sorry. It's showtime. It's showtime. This Final Smash feels about all time right here. Speaking of characters warping reality in some way, he goes into the screen to shoot from the camera, like shoot from your perspective into the stage. That's so cool. That's awesome. I love Snake in Smash Bros. He's so cool. That's easy. Easy. Oh, I love that one so much. My bias wants me to put it a little higher, but I'll be fair for right now. Last but not least, probably the most unwieldy Final Smash and Brawl, perhaps? Let's see.
Now I'll show you!
Now I'll show you! I think the issue with Supersonic in Brawl is there's two tiny issues with Brawl Supersonic. And they are just how uncontrollable it is and how little value you gain out of using it. Because you kill someone once and they can camp the respawn point for a really long time. That's going to eat into your time as Supersonic, which is not good. It's a very like free-for-all dependent Final Smash. A lot of these are. A lot of these really are, to be honest with you. But weirdly enough, I think it's like that for some reason that looks more controllable than some of the other ones. Granted, I'm not playing Brawl at this very moment, so I can't really tell myself. But that seemed more controllable than I initially thought it was. So hey, that's pretty good, and that's pretty good for Sonic. So if I were to put Sonic on this list, which I will, Brawl Supersonic will go. Excuse me. Where does Brawl Supersonic go here on this list? Yeah, I think right there works. Yeah, I think that works right there. And with that...
You're too slow!
Yeah, I gotta get that one time. Come on, step it up. And with that, we are done with Super Smash Bros. Brawl on this video so far. On this stream so far. That's one game done out of 3. So I will take just a quick little minute to go do something super quick, and then I will be right back. Once again, thank you to Nintendo DS Wii Player for uploading this Brawl video 18 years ago. Oops. Can't believe it's 18 years old. Time is a man-made construct that doesn't exist. But once again, thank you so much for this video. I will be right back. All right, we're back. Sorry for not having a little be right back screen available at the moment. This was a spur of the moment decision on my part to do a live stream. So, with Brawl out of the way, let's get on to Super Smash Bros. For 3DS and Wii U. Now, I do not remember a lot of Smash Wii U Final Smashes. Some are obvious, some are not. Let's see what we got here in this video. Thank you to Kokiri Gaming for uploading this video 10 years ago. Oh gosh, time sure does suck, doesn't it? Anyway, let's go. Sorry, try and true Mario finale. Oh, that looked weaker. That looked worse than the Brawl one. Wow, that's... oh, boy. Yeah, no, that one was kind of worse, in my opinion. Like, with the Brawl, I think Brawl, felt like it covered more ground. Yeah, no, Brawl's was definitely taller, I think. That's insane. Yeah, no, that one's... oh, boy, that one's... honestly, that one's going down to the bottom here. That one was bad. That one was not good at all. Luigi. Oh, this is a good one. Very weak, but then again, this person has their percentage down to, what, 0, I think, at the beginning? 20. Compared to the last video that had 80%. But still yet. Poltergeist 5000, I think that's a good Luigi Final Smash. It's a better representation of him, too, as a character compared to the Negative Zone, I think. So I will put that... I'll put that right there. That makes sense to me there. Alright, Peach. Put him to sleep. Right, okay, Smash 4 had... Smash 4 is the one that brought giant punches. That's interesting. Oh, and it does a little bit of damage. I don't remember if it did damage in Brawl, the initial sleeping. I think it did, and I just missed that part. But... we're going to be kind of moving through a lot of the repeated character ones here. That's fine. I'll put that slightly above... oh, nope, 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 nope. How do we do that? I want to make sure I got that in the right spot. Okay, I do not. I've been having a bit of an issue with my computer mouse where it unclicks sometimes, so apologies for that. Just making sure I get this fixed properly. Sorry. Okay, how did I have this before? Okay, yeah. There we go. We are fixed now. Now then, let's put Peach Blossom Smash 4 just slightly above Peach Blossom Brawl, and we are good to go. So like I said, it's slightly better, but not by a whole lot. I do like the art used in it more, though. Yeah, he still turned good. And what I like about Giga Bowser in Smash 4 specifically is, like, you still use the Brawl set for Bowser. Because, like, in Smash 4, Bowser has, like, a punch as his forward smash instead of that headbutt he uses. So I like that a lot. And I think... I'll put Giga Bowser not there, but I'll keep it right there for a second, actually. I don't think it's as good as it was in Brawl, but it's still, like, really cool, and it's still awesome that it's, like, you utilize the Brawl moveset for him. It like, helps differentiates Bowser and Giga Bowser slightly, and I like that a lot. So, I think, yeah, putting it there works for me. Do you still have the Super Dragon? You do still have Super Dragon. Interesting. That one felt like it went longer than Brawl did. That's surprising, actually. So yeah, Super Dragon. That one was much better, in my opinion, compared to Brawl's Super Dragon. So I will put that... I'll put that above Lucas's PK Starstorm. Because it's still not the best Final Smash, but it is a lot better comparatively. Hey, new character time. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait a second. I was about to write that one off. How much damage did that do to Green Rosalino? Oh, the Academy had kind of thrown into it. 227 damage. That is a damaging Final Smash. But it is so easy to not get caught in. It does last a little longer than I initially thought it did, so that's cool. But at the same time, it's definitely kind of weak. And I don't get why it's a power star in this game. Like, Ultimate makes it a grand star, and that makes so much more sense. But that is slightly better than I was expecting. I'll put that right there. That looks good to me. Because I like the little stars that it shoots out to, like, kind of, like, trip you up and pull you in more. That part's, like, really cool in my opinion. I do like that. But it is pretty weak overall. I am going to be very interested in comparing it to the Ultimate variation, though. That'll be fun. Bowser. That's not that great. I can't lie. It's not that good. I remember when Smash 4 was announced and coming out. And I was like, my top 5 characters was Waluigi, Pac-Man, Mies, Sora, Bowser Jr. And I wanted Bowser Jr. in the specific playstyle of you either play as Bowser Jr., but then you press down B and you turn into Shadow Mario. a la Sheik Zelda Sheik. That's how I wanted Bowser Jr. to play as. So seeing that he wasn't like that was a little upsetting. Seeing the Final Smash be Shadow Mario was really cool. Seeing Shadow Mario's Final Smash in effect, not that great. It's fun how it manipulates the camera like it does, and it does deal decent damage. How much damage does that actually do? Okay, maybe not decent damage, but why does that last explosion not do a lot? That's crazy. That being said, it's not terrible, but it definitely could be a lot better than what it is. So where is he? Here comes the boy. Hello, boy. Where are you? Ah, there you are. Not there. I'm just putting it there to scroll up. Shadow Mario Paint gets to go into... I'll put it above Conga Beat from Brawl, because I think that's a fair enough place. Like I said with Rosalina, it'll be very interesting to see how this version of it compares to the ultimate version of it. Refreshing soda. Dr. Mario. Now, functionally, that is Mario's Final Smash again. However, I think it looks cooler than Mario's Final Smash in this game. I don't think it's beating Mario's Final Smash in Brawl, but it is definitely beating the Final Smash in this game. It looks cooler, it has like a better effect, and it might just be like perspective tricking me. I'm pretty sure that like is bigger than Mario's Final Smash, the Mario finale. So I'll put that there. That I'll put that there. That makes sense. Alright, Wario Man, are you still busted insane in this one? He's not as fast, I'm noticing. I gotta say, that's a little weaker Wario Man in my opinion. Because, like, what made Wario Man so much fun in Brawl was just how fast he was, and the fact that, like, he didn't have frames. He just straight up did not have enough frames. It was, like, just, like, 1, 2, frame 1, frame 2 right there. So, seeing Wario Man kind of, like, slow down a little bit and not be as powerful looking, and I think the duration was a little shorter comparatively too, so unfortunately I need to put Wario Man. We're gonna put Wario Man in Smash 4 specifically. We're gonna put Wario Man right there, because not only are we comparing Final Smashes in the game itself, we have to compare the Final Smash to their previous iterations too, like we've been doing for a lot of these. And like, if it's not as good as it was in the previous game, that makes it worse by comparison than if it was just by itself. In my opinion, at least. Donkey Kong. Okay, this. Speaking of better Final Smashes. I'll see something at the very beginning. Okay, so that's interesting and really good, actually, for Donkey Kong here. That is so much better than the Brawl version. And there's two reasons for that specifically. The first reason is that a missed hit, at least at the beginning, because it didn't start the rhythm game, it didn't have like the weak effect like you would initially if you didn't know to immediately start pressing buttons. It was still a weaker hit, but it wasn't like a weak hit, if that makes sense. And what really brings this one together and much higher than Brawl's is the UI elements brought from Donkey Konga. With the Taito drum rhythm bar coming in, telling you when to hit the buttons, the little grates when you get it, the number counting up, getting a perfect 20 has Donkey Kong give you a thumbs up. That's really good. I like that one a lot. That's so much better. Like I was saying with Wario Man, comparing it to the previous game, if it's worse, that's going to make it worse. If it's better, that's going to make it so much better. So, like, here's where Donkey Konga is right now. We're going to put Donkey Konga... Honestly, I'll put it right here. I'll put it in Smash Run. I'm not scared. All right. Let's watch it again real quick. I think it also covers more area, too. Yeah. You still have the unwieldy one? It's slightly better, but not by a whole lot. It's definitely more controllable, at least, so that is a better usage. It's better. It's more usable than Brawl's, but it's still a very unwieldy and not good one, if that makes sense. So while it is better than Brawl Diddy Kong, there it is. While it is better than Brawl Diddy Kong, it's not better by a whole lot. It's still pretty bad, sadly. Poor Diddy Kong. The worst thing to ever happen to Diddy Kong is his Final Smashes not being good, and nothing else. Mr. Game & Watch again. Okay. You know, I think I figured out the thing that bothers me the most, good 9, about Game & Watch's Final Smash, and it's the fact that he's still affected by gravity. I feel like if he wasn't affected by gravity, it would do so much more. It would be better, in my opinion. I really like how it does the somewhat sepia. That one looks more sepia, I think. I don't remember. It still does that, but also it gives him a RGB fucking like color switching thing like that. That looks cool. It makes him stand out a little bit better. And falls in line with like how the Final Smash gives you a rainbow aura and whatnot. I like that a little bit. I like that a lot. I mean, it looks slightly better, but not by a whole lot. I will be generous for it and say right there. No, I think that's in the... No, I like the colors. The colors help it out a little bit there, so we'll put it there. Good enough. Little Mac was such a good hype announcement. Gigamac is a... What? Hold on. Interesting. He took damage. Gigamac is such a weird thing, both in general and in Smash, because in Punch-Out Wii, where you use it in the multiplayer mode, it's just like, okay, why can you do that? And in Smash 4, it's like, oh, okay, you're just a bigger, stronger Little Mac. Bigger, stronger, slightly slower, super armor Little Mac, which, by all accounts, sounds amazing and perfect. That being said, it's fine. It's a fine Final Smash. There's nothing really to write home about. It's playing into the same style that Giga Bowser and Wario Man is, where it's like it's the same character but better. You know? So I can't really like put it that high because it's not... I think like the issue with Gigamac compared to Wario Man and Giga Bowser is so much bigger than regular Bowser that you're able to have a better reach with him. You'll be able to like recover if you somehow get knocked off stage. I don't think you would as Giga Bowser, but still. I don't think you're getting knocked off stage with Gigamac either. But if you were to go off stage with Wario Man, you can recover. If you were to go off stage with Giga Bowser, I can see you recovering because of how big you are. With Gigamac, I don't see that happening. Which sucks. So that definitely does put him a bit lower, in my opinion. Like I said though, it's still, you're playing Little Mac, but he's bigger and stronger and slightly slower, but with super armor. So that's good if you like playing Little Mac like I do. But it's still... not the greatest, so I'm going to put that... I'm going to put that right there. I can't put it in bottom tier, but it might go to bottom tier later, if I feel like it. Oh, that's so much weaker by comparison. That doesn't have as much impact as it did in Brawl. Okay, that's regular Link there. Man, that's a downgrade right there, all right. It doesn't have the ferocity and like power behind it as the Brawl one did, so it's going low, unfortunately. Oh wow, that one also felt weaker. This is what I was talking about with how the brawl slowdown really helped out with the light arrow final smashes. With this one, the zoom ins are just way too fast. You don't feel the power of the hit. You don't feel the dread of like, oh, I got hit by this move. I'm at fault for this, you know? So that is sadly, it's still kind of cool how it works like that, but also the fact that it's so weak, even though it plays the home run bat sound effect. Hmm. We're gonna put those right there. Yeah, that's a massive downgrade in my opinion, and that's unfortunate. Okay, so he does stun people on the ground then. Okay. Uh, that's slightly better. There's not really much I can say about that one, so I'll say it's better than the light arrows at least. Toon Link. See, I don't know what it is. That one felt better to me than normal Links. That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. So for that, I'll put you. I'll put you right there. It's better. Okay, it's a lot better than how it looked in Brawl. It's a lot better than Link proper, but it's still Triforce Slash again. And I don't want to see Triforce Slash again. I'm tired of Triforce Slash. Give me something different for the Links. Ultimate. Samus. Now that's a good laser. That's a good laser. It because they took out the swapping character mechanic in Smash 4 for some reason. You lose the turning into Zero Suit Samus aspect of the thing, which like really brought a lot of it together, in my opinion. So it's still it's a better laser, but it's also a slightly worse in my opinion compared to Brawl Zero Laser. So I'll put it. I'll put it right there. That seems like a fair spot to put that in. You have the weird. Yeah. Oh, first person view really. Never mind, that's cool. Alright, no, that's a good one. That's better than turning into Samus. And, like, you still have the plausible deniability of being Zero Suit. Instead of being Samus, like in Brawl and Ultimate, when we get to it. So yeah, no, that one's better. I like that. I like that. That one's going. Where? Okay, there's Brawl Zero Suit, Smash 4 Zero Suit. I'll put it above Zero Laser. This one. Now we want to talk about Final Smash glow ups. Right here's a glow up. how you go from the worst Final Smash to one of the coolest Final Smashes, I'll never understand it. But Three Sacred Treasures, honestly, with just how much of a glow up it is, that's ultimate hype right there. Because, like I said, you go from the worst Final Smash to something that's actually like usable and effective. That's insanely good. Thank you, Kid Icarus Uprising, for saving Kit Palutena.
Black hole and Mega Laser.
That's fun. That's fun for Palutena. It's like a reference to the multiplayer mode, I think, somewhat. So... oh, where is it? Ah, Black Hole Laser. Not there, but... I think it's a nice little effect for what it's doing, so I'll put it right here. Perfect. Oh, darn it. We are just going to... I have a bit of a grudge with Dark Pit in Super Smash Bros. 4 and Ultimate. Because I was a big fan of PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. And I was like the only defender of that game. And I had to deal with people like yelling at me about how bad it is, how it's not Smash, how it's worse than Smash, how stupid it is, that you can only win by killing your opponent, you can't knock people off the stage, blah, 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 all that stuff. And the one gripe that irked me the most was, why are there two Coles in this game? It's the same character, why would they do that? Now, on a surface level, that's a fair criticism and complaint to have if you don't know anything about Infamous or PlayStation All-Stars or what have you. Why would you have two of the same character? Infamous has a morality system where you can either be good or bad, and in Infamous 2... I mean, in Infamous 1, it also gave you different powers, but, like, Infamous 2, like, amped up that a lot by drastically changing what powers you can get. In Infamous 2, if you're a good person, you get ice powers. If you're a bad evil person, you get fire powers. And subsets of each of those with their own unique capabilities and whatnot. The point is, it made sense to have a good Cole and an evil Cole in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale because A, it represented Infamous to its fullest degree, and B, you get to have a similar experience, but you have two different characters to experience it with. It's much like playing Mario or Dr. Mario in Melee, or Link and Toon Link in Brawl, kind of. And Brawl was the last Smash game to come out before PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. So I just had to deal with people mocking that game, mocking Cole's double inclusion in the game, what have you. Smash 4 gets announced, Palutena gets shown off, and at the tail end of it, Dark Pit is like kinda teased, but also not teased at the same time. Palutena's like, Dark Pit. Pit 2, are you here to ruin the party? Camera zooms in on him. Yep. Fade to black. Is he in the game? What was that? Right? And then Dark Pit's in the game. And lo and behold, he plays exactly like Pit. The only difference in Pit, in between the Pits, oh my, is Dark Pit's side B has an electric property to it that normal Pit's side P doesn't, side B. And the final smash is different. Now, you would think, oh, okay, the final smash being different, that will help differentiate Dark Pit even more. Except, Dark Pit's final smash is just a copy of Zelda and Sheik's final smash. So, why the heck is he in this game like this? And of course, after the game came out and Dark Pit was in the game and all that fun stuff, I was bringing that up. Nobody wanted to have that discussion with me. At all. Despite constantly hearing the discussion around Cole and Evil Cole in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. That's a game I'm going to talk about one day, and it's going to be glorious to talk about it. But that said, personal biases aside, Dark Pit's Final Smash legitimately is bad, in my opinion, because it is a copy of another character's Final Smash that the character isn't even related to. You can make the argument of like, oh, Link and Toon Link have the same Final Smash because they're both Links, and it just makes sense for them to have it. Zelda and Sheik have the same Final Smash because they were the same character, but then they became different characters, and we didn't know what to do with that, so whatever. That's fine. They can share Final Smash. Why does Dark Pit have Zelda's Final Smash? Functionally, it's the same. I know she has a bow and arrow, he has a staff. It's the same Final Smash, though. So, why are we doing that? So again, no personal bias. Dark Pit's staff is legitimately a bad Final Smash. In my opinion, the fact that I don't like Dark Pit and Smash is completely removed from this fact. Now, that said, let's continue. That's good. That's Marth's critical hit again. Slightly weaker, though, so I'll put it... I'll put it right there, because, like, it's just Marth's again. And speaking of Marth again... Oh, no, wait, this is like my bad. I thought Lucina would have been next. That is better, in my opinion. It has blue fire, like Ike normally does. That hits everybody, I noticed. I think in Brawl and Ultimate, Great Ether will only do damage to the people it hits. So, like, if you have somebody in the back, they're not going to get hit by the kicks. Oh, hey, a comment. Byleth Simp, but better. That's a great name. So the tiers, we have... It's basically your standard, like, S tier, A tier, B, C, D, F. They're just, like, thematic to the Smash Brothers series. So, Ultimate Hype, because nothing can beat the hype that Ultimate had when it was coming out and characters are being revealed and whatnot. Smash Run, because it was a really fun mode and really good, in my opinion, that could have been perfect, but it was close to perfection, but there's some caveats holding it back. Melee Adventure is like, oh, hey, this was really cool and good. It could have used some tweaking to do better, but it's still good for what it is. 64 Special is like, hey, this is good. I didn't have a thing to bring up with 64, though, when I did this naming convention. Smash Tour is this was decent, but like I liked it, but it could have been executed a lot better. And then Brawl Tripping is the thing everybody hates the most about Brawl, other than how slow it is. So that's why it's the bottom tier. So I hope that answered your question. But like I was saying, Ike's Final Smash. There we go. Where's Great Ether in Brawl in Smash 4 here? Great Ether. Here we go. That is better than Brawl's. So where's Brawl Great Ether? Right there. Okay.